Good morning, grade 7. Hope you're fine and doing well. Okay, last session we have taken Unit 2 lessons 3, 4, and 5. Today we're going to finish the unit and answer some exercises in the workbook. We will start with lesson 6. Lesson 6. And mostly the lesson 6 is going to be writing acts. And this is a very important part in each unit. Okay, right, let's start. This is something like a warm-up. He asks you to read about Amira. Write the questions A, B, C in the correct places. As you can see in this part here, we have 3 missing questions. You have to read the answers and write the correct question. Let's read the questions together. What do you usually do after school? How old are you? And where are you from? What subjects do you like? What subjects do you like? Okay, let's read about Amira and put the questions in the right places. Amira is from Egypt. Question 1. The answer for question 1, I'm 12 years old and I'm from Hurghada. So what do you think the question for this answer is? Yep. How old are you? And where are you from? How old are you? And where are you from? So number 1 will be B. Okay. Number 2. Let's read the answer. This year, I am in preparatory 1 at school. My favorite subjects are science, computer studies, and math. We have science and math in the first lesson every day, but we only have computer studies on Wednesday. I like music too, but I'm not very good at it. So what do you think the question is? Yes. What subjects do you like? She's talking about her favorite subjects. What subjects do you like? So this one, question C. Let's go to question number 3. The answer, I sometimes read or watch TV. I always do my homework before I have dinner. After dinner, I usually have a shower and read my book in bed. What time do you wake up and go to bed? So it's supposed to be A. What do you usually do after school? What do you usually do after school? What about you? What about you? How old are you? And where are you from? What subjects do you like? What do you usually do after school? You can answer these questions. Okay, we have exercise 2 here. It's some sentences, or these are some sentences. We have to see if they are true or false. Of course, according to this text, a day in my life, a day in my life. Let's check it together. Number 1 is already answered. Number 2, at Amira's school, they have math and science every day. They have math and science every day. Is it true or false? What do you think? True or false? Look, we have science and math in the first lesson every day. So this one is true. True. Number 2 is true. Okay, number 3. Amira often has computer studies. She often have computer studies. Let's look at this. But we only have computer studies on Wednesday. Wednesday. Is it often or sometimes? Yes, it's sometimes. So this one is false. False. Okay, number 4. Amira is good at music. Amira is good at music. Let's look at this. I like music too, but I am not very good at it. So this is false. She's not very good at music. Number 5. Amira never does her homework after dinner. Amira never does her homework after dinner. Let's look at this part. I sometimes read or watch TV. I always do my homework before I have dinner. Before I have dinner. So she never does her homework after dinner. So this one is true. This one is true. Okay. As I asked you before, you can answer the questions A, B, and C according to yourself. Okay. Can you write about a day in your life using the adverbs of frequency? Always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. You can use the questions we have used in Amira's text to answer them, so you can use these answers to write about a day in your life. Like, while writing, we should have some punctuation, right? How can we use punctuation correctly? Let's look. First of all, you have to use a full stop at the end of a sentence. You have to use a full stop at the end of a sentence. I am grade 7 at school. Use a comma to separate items in a list. If I have a list, I have to use commas. And before the last one, I add and. Like my favorite subjects are science, computer studies, and math. Use a question mark at the end of a question. What subjects do you do? Use apostrophe. When can I use apostrophe? To show possession. To show possession. Like Amira's family is from Hurghada. Amira's family is from Hurghada. And we've talked about apostrophe S, which shows possession before. Or to show a contraction. Like, I am not very good at it. Not. Okay. Lesson 7, which is the review for the whole unit. In question 1, he needs you to say the time. And we can say the time using 2 things. And we can tell time by 2 ways. We can tell the time by 2 ways. Here, in number 1, it's actually 1:30. 1:30. And I can say half past 1. Half past 1. Number 2, it's 2:45. 2:45. Or quarter to 3. Quarter to 3. Number 3, it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Number 4, 12:25. 12:25. Number 5, 10 to 5. 10 to 5. Number 6, quarter past 11. Quarter past 11. Question number 2. We have some words and some verbs. We have to match the verbs with daily activities or to make daily activities, like talk to my friends. Okay, do what? Do my homework. Do my homework. Do homework. Okay, what about go? Go to school. Have. I can say have a shower. Put on. Put on. Put on school uniform. Read. Yep. Read. Box. Wake up. Watch. Watch. TV. And go home. Go home. Okay. Next. Whose things are these? Or which subjects are they for? For example, we have a book. I would say it's the student's notebook. It's the student's notebook. It's for a project. Okay. Number two, it's Heba's pencil case. Heba's pencil case. Number three, you can do it by yourself. It's really easy. Question 4. We have to use the adverbs of frequency in these sentences. According to these stars, do you remember? Always 5 stars. Usually 4 stars. Often 3 stars. Times 2 stars. 0, never. So we talk on the bus when we come to school. We always. We always. Okay. Number 2. I go to the library at break. I go to the library at break. Yes. We forget our homework. We never. For breakfast, I have fruit and tea. Usually. What time do you come home from school? What time do you usually come home from school? Okay, and that's it for the student book. Let's see Unit 2 in the workbook. Let's start from lesson 3. Okay, exercise number 3. Page 81. Exercise number 3, page 81. We have some words which are underlined. We need to correct them. They are wrong. Number 1 is already made. My sister goes to a girls' school. Of course, it is not a school for only one girl. So it's supposed to be girls' school. The noun must be plural. Okay, this is Ali's book. Ali's book. We're missing something here. We're missing an apostrophe. Apostrophe. It's supposed to be what? Ali's. Apostrophe S. Ali's. These are my sister's shoes. Her name is Huda. Her name is Huda. So I'm talking about one sister. One sister. So it's going to be sisters. Apostrophe S. sisters, apostrophe. Those are my brother's jackets. They go to the same school. They here means it's not only one brother, they are brothers. So the noun is plural. So it's supposed to be brothers, S, and then apostrophe. So I am going to add apostrophe only. Okay, can you see Kamal's and Amr classroom? It's on the right. Like I said last session, I can say Kamal's and Amr's. I can say Kamal and Amr's, but I cannot say Kamal's and Amr. So here I can say Kamal, Kamal's, and Amr's. Kamal's and Amr's. Okay, let's go on. Here, it's a writing part, which is really important to do. Which rules do you follow at home? Write a list using always or never. And this one, you have to do it by yourself. Rules you follow at home. Like the first one, I always do my homework before I watch TV. For me, I always pray on time. Number 3, I sometimes eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. Okay. You have to write. Okay, I'm sorry. Use always and never only. That's better. Okay. Lesson 4. The first one is really easy. How many forms of transport do you know? Animal. Of course, we have forms of transport from animals like camel, donkey, horse. This is animal. What about the city? What forms of transport do you know in the city? Car, taxi, underground, metro, bus, on water, boat, canoe, in the air, plane, helicopter. Okay. Exercise number 2. Here we have to choose the correct answer. Number 2. It's healthy or not healthy to cycle to school. What do you think? It's healthy or not healthy to cycle to school? Of course, it's healthy. Number 3, the trains are slow, but buses are quick. Some children in Uganda never or always go to school by car. Some children in Uganda never go to school by car. Some children in Uganda go to school in or on a canoe. In or on a canoe. In a canoe. The canoe takes or drives them to school and home again every day. The canoe takes or drives. The canoe takes them. Where the boy lives in the USA, there is a lot of rain or snow in winter. Where the boy lives in the USA, there is a lot of snow. The children in the USA take or travel to school on a snowmobile or a snowmobile. Travel. Okay. Next question. Question number 3. We have to use here at or in with the verb arrive. Remember, arrive in is followed by a big place. Big place. What about arrive at? Arrive at is followed by small place. Okay, let's check these sentences. We arrived in Luxor 2 days ago. Number 2, Ali usually arrives school. School. Is it a big place or a small place? It's a small place in a city. So it's going to be at. I arrived in or at Uganda last week. Uganda is a city. So in. In winter, the children arrive the city on snowmobiles. The city in. When does the train arrive? Huh. At. When does the train arrive? At. Okay. Here you can write about your journey to school. Do you remember? We talked about this part. You can write here about your journey to school. Okay, let's go to lesson 5. We have here a dialogue and we need to put it in the correct order. In the correct order. Okay, number 1 is already made. What's your favorite subject, Ahmed? What's your favorite subject, Ahmed? What do you think number 2 is? Okay. I like English. Whenever you express likes or dislikes, you use like or love. Okay, so this is going to be number 2. Okay. I like English. Who's our English teacher this year? Who's our English teacher this year? It's Mrs. Iman. It's Mrs. Iman. She's a good teacher. And when have we got English? When we have got English? We have it today after break. Then we have math. Good, I like math. Are you good at math? I am quite good at math. I am not bad at science. Yes, you're good at science. What time is the break now? Let's go. Let's go to the playground. Okay, next exercise. We have a graph here, as you can see, a graph. We need to read a number in the order of best to worst. Of course, it's already known. We know it. Best to worst. Very good at. And then not good at. Then quite good at. Then not very good at. Then not good at. Then bad at. Bad at. Number 6. Okay. Here you can answer these questions about yourself. What are you very good at? Like, I am very good at English. I am quite good at social studies. I am not very good at maths. I am not good at drama. Okay. Lesson 6. Lesson 6. We have here an email and we have some missing questions or sentences. Okay. We have to choose from here to put in the right place. Let's read these parts first. What do you do at the weekend? My brother always plays football when we go there. My father works with computers. Let's read the email to check where should I put these sentences. How are you? Hi, Negwa, how are you? You want to know what my parents do at the weekend? My mother is a teacher. What do you think number 1 will be? Yes, it's going to be C. My father works with computers and my mother is a teacher. My dad never works at the weekend, but sometimes my mom looks at students' homework. We often go shopping when it's not very hot. We usually go to the park. He's very good at football. My brother always plays football when we go there. He's very good at football. What about you? What about you? So here is going to be question A. What do you do at the weekend? What do you do at the weekend? Okay. Here we have some other questions about the email. You have to read the email and answer these questions. Read the email and answer these questions. And here we have to write a reply to Nesma's email. Of course, you know how to write an email. First of all, you have to say, how are you? Then write what your mother and father usually do at the weekend. Then say what you do with your brothers and sisters and end with a question for Nesma, like this email. What about you? What do you do at the weekend? Lesson 7. We have to read and match. Read and match. Number 1 is already made. Arabic. Arabic is the language of Arab countries. Okay, what's art? Some definitions. What's art? Yeah, see. What do we do in art or at art session? We paint and draw in this lesson. Okay, number 3. Computer studies. Computer studies. Yep. We use a mouse in this lesson. We use a mouse in this lesson. What about English? It's the language of England. The language of England. What about math? Yes, we learn about numbers. We learn about numbers in this lesson. We learn about numbers in this lesson. Okay, here we have to complete the time. Number 1, it's 20 to 1. 20 to 1. Number 2, it's 10. 10 past. 10 past. Okay, number 3, it's 35 past 4. 35 past 4. Okay, number 4, we have the word past. So it's going to be 5 past 9. 9. Okay, let's go on. Choose the correct answer. Let's start by 2. We speak English during our English lessons. We never. We sometimes, always, often. Supposed to be always. We always speak English during our English lessons. Okay. We go to school on Fridays. Never, sometimes, always, or often. Of course, we never go to school on Fridays. Number 4. We go to the beach in winter. We never go to the beach in winter. We never go to the beach in winter. Here, you can match the flags to the countries. B is done, Uganda. What about Egypt? Which flag is for Egypt? A, England and Scotland. England and Scotland. Yes, B. What about the USA? B. Okay. Here, we have to make the sentences about the flag. Like number 1, it's Uganda's flag. Okay, number 2, it's Egypt's flag. Number 3, it's England and Scotland flag. It's England and Scotland's flag. Okay, number 4. It's the USA's flag. This is it. We're done with Unit 2. If you have any problems or you have any questions, just feel free to send us. And inshallah, we're going to continue next session. See you soon.